his daily update today on Governor Newsom. He talked about how some retail stores will be opening this week, but with restrictions. And ABC 10's Giacomo Luca is live outside the Capitol with a breakdown of the governor's plan. Giacomo?
Well, Madison, the governor has told us that the state will be reopening in 4 stages. We're currently in stage 1, but by Friday, towards the end of the week, the governor says that it is possible that we're going to begin to move into the early stages of stage 2. Now, that means that retailers like sporting goods stores, as well as bookstores and florists even, will be able to reopen, but with restrictions such as social distancing guidelines that will need to be in place. Now, Newsom says that these are considered lower risk workplaces, but once they reopen, things are still going to look quite different than they did just 2 months ago. Newsom says he plans to offer specifics at his Thursday news conference, but here's what he had to say today.
We are entering into the next phase this week, end of the week, with modifications. We will allow retail to start operating across the spectrum. We will allow regional variation, but only after self-certification of particular criteria that will allow even further implementation of our phase 2. This is a very positive sign, and it's happened only for one reason. The data says it can happen.
Now, the governor says certain workplaces are not included in the early stages of phase 2. Places like offices, seated dining at restaurants, shopping malls, and schools. Those are all going to be part of a later phase of reopening. Now, the plan starting Friday also allows some areas, regions, specifically throughout California, to start relaxing some of their restrictions if local safety measures are in place. But Newsom says that if we start to see things like hospitalizations or other things starting to go up and the state starts to move back as we battle the coronavirus pandemic here in California, they may have to begin scaling back these restrictions. Back to you.
Giacomo, thank you. Live at the Capitol for us tonight.
And keep in mind, not every county is following the governor's timeline. Businesses in Sutter and Yuba counties